Hey guys and welcome back, and in today's video we're going to be discussing the downfall of Stapy, and how just a couple of stupid mistakes led to his elimination. Now there are a couple of things that are going to be brought up in this video. One of those things will be the rise of Stapy, and how he became who he was in BFB, and the fall of Stapy, and how his mistakes led to his elimination. And then finally, my final thoughts on his character, and if I think what he got was deserved or not. Now without any further questions, let's begin today's video. Now I first want to touch on the rise of Stapy, and how he became pretty liked in early BFB before his antics started. Now I feel as if Stapy started out as a pretty likable character, with no real problems with his personality at first, but then, just when he was starting to get good, he decided to be dumb and make his team lose in BFB 5, which, a little not so fun fact, after Stapy was eliminated in BFB 9, Foldy wanted to avenge him and she ended up taking that out on Iance, which, as we all know, that did not go in her favor at all. And to add a little bit of my opinion into that whole thing, I don't think it was really necessary for her to do that, and in fact, Foldy was actually one of the luckier contestants to not get eliminated for that one mistake, as she would survive until Teapot, but that's a story for another day. Anyways, there are other contestants that made one mistake and got the boot right afterward, so who knows, maybe Foldy had luck on her side, I don't know. Anyways, now that that side tangent is over, we can get back on track. And when you really think about it, that whole thing with Stapy kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, sure, he had one slip up in BFB 4, but honestly that should have been it. I mean, think about it. He decided to cheat when he probably knew he was on thin ice, but it is just a theory, no, not a game theory. And like many of my videos about the downfalls of these characters, it's always kind of sad to see when they fall from such a high standard. Take Life for an example. Her downfall was completely undeserved, but I guess that's just the way things go, I don't know. But now that we sort of covered his rise, we have to cover his fall, and how the stupid mistakes he made ruined his character, and ultimately got him eliminated. Here it is, the fall of Stapy. Now here is how I'm going to go about doing this. I'm going to cover the 3 mistakes he made that got him eliminated, and give my thoughts on those mistakes. Now let's start with his first mistake. For that, we need to go to BFB 5, when he stapled his team's paper airplane, which, luckily didn't get his team up for elimination. But it might as well have. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone back in 2018 were on the edge of their seats wondering if his team was gonna be up for elimination, and if Stapy would be joining Lie in the exit. But nope, they got lucky that time, but only for so much time until 4 episodes later in BFB 9, but we'll get into that later on. For now, though, I want to state my opinion on this real quick. Now I think that if he would have gotten eliminated in the next episode, it would not have been deserved, but only if he went out in BFB 6. The same doesn't really apply for the actual episode he got out in, being BFB 9. But yeah, that first mistake in BFB 5 was not a big deal honestly, but the one he made after this, it's kind of a big deal, and this one is what cost him his spot in the game. Here we are, the most infamous mistake made by Stapy, the one that got him eliminated, and the one that ruined his reputation. Now, I'm going to cover this one the same way I did with his first mistake, being me covering the mistake itself, and then giving my general thoughts on it afterwards. Now, after this one, we have one last mistake he made, which is actually pretty minor, but I still want to include it in this video. Anyways, without any other yapping, let's cover the biggest mistake made by Stapy. Now here it is, this mistake being Stapy cheating in BFB 8, this time, though, him and his team wouldn't be so lucky, and he would be eliminated in the very next episode, being BFB 9. This just goes to show that you can't abuse your luck, because at some point, it'll run out, and this is exactly what happened to Stapy. He got lucky in BFB 5, then he thought that since he survived that one time, he decided to cheat, and at first he did get away with it, but at the very end of the episode, he would be caught. Roll the clip.
Vote in the comments using the letter and square brackets under who deserves.
No.
Matt, you just gotta accept the outcome, even if you don't like it.
Here's the footage.
Oh, gee, I guess you're right. Then free food is up for elimination.
See what Matt wants, Matt is gonna get.
Vote in the comments using the letter and square brackets under who deserves to be eliminated.